Hello everyone and welcome back to LM Simulation here on YouTube. Merry Christmas to one and all and welcome to the Christmas special here on LM Simulation. So today we've got to be looking at something very festive. We've got to do something very festive for today because, well, why not? We're in the festive spirit, Christmas hats on, and we are heading to what hopefully is going to be a wonderful Christmas period for everyone. So first of all, just want to wish everyone on the channel a very Merry Christmas. Thank you very much for all your support throughout 2023 as we're coming to the end of it now. It's been a wonderful year here on LM Simulation. I do intend to bring more frequent content and more wider variety of content with regards to the train sim world over to you in the new year. So do keep an eye out for a lot more content. We've got so much to cover. But today we're going to be focusing on Suburban Glasgow. Now, what is Suburban Glasgow, you may ask? So, it started out as a route that I had initially on the Steam Workshop, I believe, created, I believe, by a guy called Ian Mackay. Mackay? Not too sure if that's the correct term or if that's the correct name. It's a name I've heard of, definitely. But Ian worked very, very hard in his spare time and made a Steam Workshop route called Suburban Glasgow. Now, this route was insane. It created a whole new sort of precedent for, the sort of depth and sort of size of routes that you had in Train Simulator. It was quite a few years ago that it was made, so it's not a recent thing. And essentially, that's grown and grown and grown. And I'm going to feature that original version of Suburban Glasgow because it now features the entirety of the Suburban Glasgow network, although there are parts that are missing, notably to places like Paisley, that sort of area. That's not in yet, but I'm not too sure where that's going, if that's going to be worked on. I'm not too sure now, especially now this has come along. But the main drawing point on it is that Helensburgh Upper, Helensburgh Central is all included, as well as Milngavie, all places around that area, Downmuir. Heading towards that area, it means you can drive an entire way, all the way from Glasgow Queen Street to Oban, Glasgow Queen Street to Fort William, and Glasgow Queen Street to Mallaig in one run. Now that's ginormous. That is an insane amount of scenery. That is an insane amount of mileage, and that is something I'm going to be looking to do on the channel at some point, if I haven't already, because oh my god, that is one hell of a route. So for our Christmas special today, I wanted to condense that into a much shorter Christmas video, something that everyone can get behind, and we are now featuring what that has become. So effectively, that route was out there, it was available, Ian Mackay worked on it, brilliant, wonderful route, very much enjoyed it. Somewhere along the line, Rivet Games got involved, I believe, and I don't know if they purchased the rights to Suburban Glasgow from Ian, or they're working alongside Ian. I think it's more the latter, working alongside Ian, but they've basically got Suburban Glasgow, and they've made a route out of it. Now there's two Suburban Glasgow routes available. Now let's show you these in Train Simulator. So you've got Suburban Glasgow, the original one. Let me just flick over to it for you. So that's this one here, Suburban Glasgow Northwest Springburn to Helensburgh. That's the original route as it was provided, and you get your Class 320 included. I've changed a few over to the Armstrong Powerhouse 320 because I much prefer that rather than the in-game one. But there's been a new release, well I say new release, a release in the past year or so, and that is to extend this route out to Airdrie, which is out in the east way, heading towards Edinburgh via Coatbridge Sunnyside. So that's the route that we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be having a look at the extension, Suburban Glasgow Northwest to Airdrie, because I've just got it in the Steam sale, and I thought I might as well just do it and have a look at it. We are going to be featuring not the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 320. I actually want to have an experience of the just standard Dovetail Games Class 320, just to see Rivet Games Class 320, just to see what it's like compared to the Armstrong Powerhouse one. I want to show you this as vanilla as possible, so this is literally what it comes like. The only change is that I've got a modification installed that allows Armstrong Powerhouse Track Enhancement Pack and the Armstrong Powerhouse Weather and Sky Enhancement Pack to both be used within this route. Now they're just visual changes really. The rest of the route is as vanilla as it comes. Personally, I don't like the standard weather and the standard track that comes with routes these days. So I have made a copy of this scenario, and this is the scenario we're going to be doing today. So we're going to be operating a stopping service to Airdrie. Unfortunately, I wanted to do Milngavie to Airdrie, but it appears that you can only do Airdrie to Milngavie and not Milngavie to Airdrie, which is a bit sad. And I think the other one is this one, which is Airdrie to Helensburgh Central. I haven't been to Airdrie yet. I've been to Helensburgh Central. I've done that side of the route. I wanted to start off in the side that I know and end in the side that I don't. So with that in mind, we're going to be doing this one, operating all stopping service from Partick to Airdrie. Now, just a quick disclaimer out there. If any of you don't know how to edit a career scenario, I will be doing a separate video on that, because I've made a edit of a career scenario. It literally took me about 5 minutes, so I'm going to be doing a video in the new year on how to do edit a career scenario, just so that you can implement AP weather, just so that you can implement you know, your own little twists. There's not really any reason why you'd change a career scenario, other than maybe you want to change the rolling stock to feature you know, the upgraded Armstrong Powerhouse rolling stock as opposed to the standard stuff that you get, but we shall see. So, without further ado, I think it's time to delve into this route. This is going to be your Christmas special. It's also going to be a route review rolled into one. So, without further ado, ho ho ho, let's ho 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 our way over to the Suburban Glasgow route as we jump in, start at Partick and operate this all-stopping service over to Airdrie. See you in there. And welcome to Partick, everyone, here on the Scotrail network. So first of all, I think it's worth saying what comes with this route at the moment. So this is Suburban Glasgow Airdrie route extension add-on, which is exactly how it's written on the Steam page and on the Rivet Games page itself. It is worth mentioning you do require the original route, which is Suburban Glasgow Northwest Springsburn to Helensburgh. That is required in order to run this route. If you need the extension, you must have the original route in the first place. The extension itself is about 416 megabytes. It contains 5 career scenarios. Those are Highland Dawn, the Helensburgh Rattler, Always Look on the Sunny Side of Life. Wow, really? A Spring Hill in My Step. And Made in Monkland, which is the one that we're doing today. So, yeah, there's always going to be more basically available in the Steam Workshop. I've tried to look for a route map for this extension, and there isn't one. There is a route map available for the original route, but there isn't a route map available for the extension, which is a bit weird. So they've obviously not looked at that. I don't want to be too harsh on this. I'm going to try and look at this in a good light, although it does say that there are 11 reviews on Steam, and 36% of the 11 user reviews for this game are positive. So that's overwhelmingly negative. So yeah, we'll see what it's like anyway. We've got this Class 320. We'll take things from there. So basically, the Suburban Glasgow Airdrie route extension brings an additional 9 miles, 8 stations, and 2 more locomotives to the popular Suburban Glasgow Northwest route add-on. You have to own the original add-on in order to play this route extension. So, essentially, you're extending the journey out to Airdrie. We're going to look at what that involves and what the scenery is like and what we've got. You do also have the opportunity to drive the Caledonian Sleeper, if you like driving the Caledonian Sleeper in the year 2011 or something like that, because it features the BR Class 67. So that comes with the route, along with Mark II and 3 coaches, both of which have the original branding in terms of the Caledonian Sleeper branding. So they've got the Serco Caledonian Sleeper branding. They haven't got the first group Caledonian Sleeper branding, because obviously they didn't get the licensing for that. You can also take on freight duties using the EWS Class 66. As far as I can tell from the pictures, it is the same one from Settle and Carlisle. If anyone even remembers Settle and Carlisle, because it was so long ago that route came out. So basically, they've got the rights to use these products that were previously released by Dovetail Games, and they're now releasing them under Rivet Games. Although the developer, interestingly, on this is not Rivet Games. Apparently the developer is Suburban Glasgow Limited, which I can only presume is Ian Mackay. However, the game is on the Rivet Games website, so I don't know whether it's Rivet Games or Ian Mackay that's worked on this. Presumably both, or maybe he's releasing it under Rivet Games. Maybe he is Rivet Games. But basically, I don't know. Right, so I think the best thing we should do now is just get started and take the game as it comes. So let me just cough for a sec, sorry. And then get my voice back. And hello driver, welcome to this service from Partick to Airdrie. You're picking up the train from Partick. Open the doors, allow passengers to board for the 0747 departure. So, here we go, this is the Class 321 cab. This is the non-AP 321, this is obviously the default one. We've got a green signal, we've got a hell of a lot of snow coming down, so with that in mind we're going to turn the wipers on, which is this button here. There is no individual wiper setting, it's either on or off. We're going to put our night headlight on because it's, oh god, it's awful weather out there. You do have an option for a night headlight, so that's nice. They've included that. We're only a 3-car unit, so we don't need anything like that. We've got a sander, that's very nice indeed. And we've got some AI, very nice. Hello, my friend. Nice 6-car, Class 321, or 320. Well, I should say 320, in the 320s around here. They're not 322s, because I know Northern had 322s. These are 320s, I believe. Right, so let's jump in and get the doors open. Is it this button here? No, because door release left would not would not open the doors. I don't know why door release left is not opening the doors. So let's press T. There you go. So there's just one button to open the doors. It's quite a basic add-on. This you can't adjust the blinds. You can't open the window. I don't know what you really can do. Can you? Oh yeah, you can. That's to speak to the guard if there is one. We'll find out that in a sec. Off he goes. I don't even think we've got our pantograph up, to be honest. Last time I checked. Oh, we do. Lovely. Right, so our pantograph's up. That's fantastic. Let's take a few more screenshots while we're out here waiting for the train to depart. So this is definitely a snowy scene. Passengers have now boarded the train. Please proceed at 0747 to the next timetable spot at Charing Cross. Lovely. Ah, that is key binded to C on the keyboard, just as it is with AP stuff. So that's very good. I like that. Like the sounds. They're not too bad at the moment. I've had worse, far worse, although it does sound like they're very much from something else. Don't think there's going to be any wheel slip or anything like that. I'm not too sure on the signals, by the way, guys. They might be using the Signal EP, because I have got that installed. Oh, we're only going up to 40. And then we'll knock it back to notch 2 there. Yeah, so I don't know whether the Signal EP is going to be used on this. But I definitely know that I've got it installed, so it's a nice amount of AI. I like these career scenarios. I don't do them very often in Train Sim, you'll be surprised. I very rarely do career scenarios in anything, to be honest. Our next stop is Charing Cross. That's not Charing Cross in London, for those of you thinking. It's Charing Cross in Scotland, in Glasgow. So this is obviously the Signal EP being used, I believe, on this. But I love the scenery in and around Glasgow. You recognise there, I think that's the thingy arena. Is it the, what is it? Something energy, or it's something to do with that. It's, I know that there's like an energy company who have I can't remember. Oh, there we go, neutral sections. It's been a while since I've been to Glasgow. Are they? No, they're not simulated. Well, why have you put them in if they're not simulated? That's bizarre. So you've got neutral sections, although they're not simulated. So that's a bit bizarre. It's a nice slow sort of trek. So this, at the moment, this part of the route is included in the original route. So this would be part of the route that's included as part of the original Suburban Glasgow. Please note that what I'm looking at is purely an extension. It is not, you know, this is not an encompassed route. As I said, you do need the original route to run it. A lot of it's in tunnels, so we're going to go into a tunnel now, and it's going to last us a while because Charing Cross is underground, as is Glasgow Queen Street, stations like that. And in a sec, when we get to Charing Cross, we'll have a quick look at the route map so that you can have a look at what to expect. Might as well turn my wiper off now. We are running a bit late. Well, I say late. 1 second late. I don't know exactly, it's a very suburban sort of system this. It's a bit like being on the London Underground, but in a train. I don't exactly know the braking distances. Well, that's dreadful. Sorry. Yeah, I need to get used to this route. Wow, that's a bad overrun. I've even got a coach on. I can't find out because it's not letting me find out. Oh, we've got an interior view. Right, well, we've got an interior view. That's very nice. We've got a couple of different options here. It will let us open the door, so we'll... next time we'll obviously do that properly. So let's have a look at the route map. So here we are at Charing Cross. We've just come here from Partick, which is this station here. Exhibition centre. That's weird. I don't know whether that part of the route is actually included in... Well, it can't be included in the original because this is the original. Right, yeah. So you've got Hindland up there, and you've got a depot here. Is this Yoker? Yeah, Yoker depot. Passengers are now boarded. Please proceed at 7:51. Yeah, well, we'll be late because this is a route review. Yeah, you've got all the way up to Dalmuir here. I've actually been to Dalmuir. Boarded the Caledonian Sleeper at Dalmuir, actually, to be honest. It's a separate story, but it's somewhere I've been. Nice station. And then you head out here towards Helensburgh, eventually Dalrayock, and Dumbarton Central. So that's the line that goes up to Ballock. And then you've also got the line here to Helensburgh Central, and eventually Helensburgh Upper, which is the token section up to Gare Lougheed, which is the line that is included in the original Suburban Glasgow, which we'll be looking at next year. So for now, we're going to be taking the line here. You've got Glasgow Queen Street here, upper level, and Glasgow Queen Street lower level here, where we're going. And then the route would typically just come round in a full circle, and you'll be able to go even round to Anniesland, so you can do a little Glasgow Queen Street to Anniesland service, which is nice. You've also got this up to Milngavie, which is very nice indeed. So you've got a load of different options. It's actually got quite a nice amount of scenery on it, this for sure. This is the new side that wasn't actually included in the original route. We're going to be going out as far as, well, there's Coatbridge Sunnyside, that's Coat Dyke, and there's Airdrie. So this is basically where we're going to be going today, to Airdrie Platform 1. There is further scenery, and I will say this because I've heard about what this is about. There is well, not further scenery, but there's further track all the way out to, is it Lawrence Kirk, did someone say to me? No, Livingston. Lawrence Kirk? Where did I get Lawrence Kirk from? Yeah, Livingston. Yeah, Livingston North. The track's there all the way to Bathgate in Livingston North. Whether that's going to get released as an additional extension onto the extension, who knows? It seems to me like a bit of a money-making strategy, which is not exactly something I'm too happy with. Everything seems to me like... how much money can we get out of this? How much money can we get out of that? Let's not do the full route to Livingston. Let's release it in stages and charge people each time we do it. It's not great, really, to be honest. So, right, we are running late. Our next stop is Glasgow Queen Street. So, as for the rolling stock, what do I think? It's not too bad, to be honest. I thought the default sounds would be hindering me, and I thought that the lack of things you can press and do would be hindering me. It's worth noting that even with the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 320, 321 sort of EMU pack that is available, it is worth noting that that's a very old pack now, and obviously needs updating. So, you know, it's not perfect. You're either going to have an old AP pack, or you're going to have a... There you go, let's put the wipers on, just to get rid of that. Well, at least we stopped in the station platform this time. I don't exactly know where's the S. Oh, that's a 6-car marker. We're only 3 today, so we'll stop about here. That's fine. Right, we're about 2 minutes late now. So this is Glasgow Queen Street. So nice that you can have a little look around though. So here we go. This is nice little station here at Glasgow Queen Street. Very deserted. Not many passengers at all, are there? Just a nice little screenshot there. I like the little details here. Obviously very, very poor textures. Oh, look at that. That is dreadful. You can even see how poor that is from out here. Very sad, that, isn't it? We've got our night lights on, which is because it's pretty much night out there. But it's not too bad. Yeah. I really don't like these. I mean, look at that. It's awful. It really is very poor textures down here. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, our timeliness penalties. I've missed these. This is why I don't do career scenarios as a choice. There we go, back out into the snow briefly before we go into... I'm just going to see if these are the new signals. They are! Haha, very nice. Yeah, that's the signal EP. The way it sort of nice changes between red and green. Very nice indeed. So, next stop on this service will be High Street. We've got quite a few stops before we head all the way over to Airdrie. Oh dear, sorry. I am finding the brakes quite difficult to implement. I'm pressing the key command for the brakes, but it's just sometimes it's not registering. It's not just my poor driving, I promise. I'm not that bad. I've played this game for a long time. I'm not that bad at driving it. Come on, here we go, into the rain again. Is that a perfect stop? Is that a perfect stop? Yes, boy. Getting used to this now, I love this. Oh, we've got a nice bit of AI as well. That's very nice indeed. Let's have a look as our friend enters the station. In the snowiness of High Street. Very nice. Look at that snowy sky up there. Very nice. So where are you off to, my friend? Are you off to Milngavie? Are you off to Balloch? Where are we off to? Helensburgh Central, limited stop. Ooh, very nice. You've got a nice... That's actually not too bad. I quite like that. You've got a nice varied amount of sort of destination displays and formations in this route. That being said, I've seen nothing but Class 320s. I don't know if in real life they have more varied rolling stock like Class 318s. They also have 334s. 380s, and you've also now got the new 385s, which are the Hitachi ones. I don't know whether you'd see all of that down here, but we'll see. And there's something else I want to look at, which is I did a scenario quite a while back for a all station stopping service between Edinburgh Waverley and Newcastle. using the Class 380, but I'm going to update that now to use the Class 385, which is now being released. Oh good, we've got a bonus on this one. Must be a pretty lax timetable if we're getting a bonus. But yeah, I know it doesn't exist in real life in all stations Scotrail service between Edinburgh and Newcastle, but when I went up to Carlisle recently on a bit of a jolly, I did notice that Scotrail operates services to Glasgow there from Carlisle, albeit via Dumfries, but it is still counts as a service, and I was just interested as to why Scotrail don't serve Newcastle. They only serve Carlisle on the other side. Oh yeah, that's the horn. They haven't done the horn. Not too sure what I think about the horn. It's alright, yeah, I've had much worse. It sounds like it's been copied and pasted from another bit of rolling stock, for sure, but no, I've had worse. Far worse horns, for sure. Put the cab light on. Oh, that's nice, that's not too bad a cab light actually. I've had, yeah, tell you what, that does the job. There we go, approaching into Belgrove, which is our next station stop here. We're off to a bit of a rough start with the braking, but I think I'm getting the hang of it now. There we go, right by the marker. I'll tell you what, we're early now. we were late earlier, but we're early now. I like that. That's very nice indeed. So yeah, have a look at this passenger view. Yeah, you've got Scotrail route map there and an in-depth service of what looks like the Scotrail service in Glasgow. I can only assume. Can't move to a seat that's closer. But this is the coach you want to be in if you're in a Class 319 or a 321. It's this bit of equipment here, something to do with the pantograph being on top, I believe. Is it? Yep, pantograph equipment. Yeah. I tell you what, it's very noisy under here, so we'll have a go sitting in here as we depart Belgrove and see what it's like on this rainy Scottish, well, snowy Scottish day, really, to be honest. See what other stations we got. So we've got Carntine, Shettleston, Garrow Hill, Easterhouse, and then onwards Carntine. Right. Let's see what it sounds like in here. Sorry about that, guys. I just had a massive lag spike there at Belgrove. It literally froze the game for, well, that must have been at least a 15-second lag spike. I've not had that. That's very bizarre. Let's get us up to speed. Yeah, sounds aren't too bad. I'll tell you what, they're louder than they are. The hell's that? Okay, the guard's randomly speaking to me. Hello. Tell you what, this is rapid, this train, really. Braking's good as well. Able to get down to speed nicely. Yeah, not too sure what that lag spike was about, but just be wary of that, just as you're departing that previous station, which was Belgrove. Yeah, just be wary of that, because that was a bit unsuspected. take us up to 60 again. And I know that this neutral section won't do anything. Didn't do anything last time. We are breaking the speed limit, so we're losing points. I always lose points on these career scenarios. Yeah, I'm always too focused on the review to be focused on the driving, so let's take our speed down. We're approaching Carntine now. The stations are nicely sort of situated, so you're always doing something. You're never... Hello, my friend. You're never out of sync. You're always busy on this route. You're always stopping at places. I mean, there are some Scotrail routes, especially services from Edinburgh, where, oh my word, they stop everywhere. You know, everywhere under the sun. I presume that this is a free car stop at the end as well, yeah. Oh, the snow stopped. Just about. There you go. That's how you drive this train. Beautiful. Ah, I love that. Really do. Bless you. Wow. Yeah, the snow has just about stopped. Although it probably will be coming back at some point. Have you noticed a lot of the scenery is very Cuju-esque? Have you seen that? I mean, there's some nice assets here, but obviously you can see they've been blended together. But very copy and paste Cuju-esque assets in the background there. Especially over here. Yeah, it's a bit sad to see, but and the lag is insane. What is the lag? Is it 3D trees or something? 805 to Shettleston. There we go. Let's hear how it sounds from the outside. Yeah, not too bad. I'd give the sounds about a 5 or a 6 out of 10, which is more than what I'd normally give a Dovetail Games route sound. I think it's better than I expected. It's certainly far better than I expected, but it's also, you know, not up to par with what I'm used to, which is obviously the likes of Armstrong Powerhouse style sounds. But then again, you shouldn't expect that from the style of route. So I think the sounds are about on par with what I'd expect for the style of route. Obviously, the fact that it's more of a first party or second party release, if you want to call it that, rather than your third party stuff by Armstrong Powerhouse. So. But I'm starting to get used to the braking for sure. It's a bit clunky. It's not as fast as I'd like. I'm just going to stop here because there doesn't appear to be a stop marker here, so... There you go, that's Shettleston, we're on time. Next stop after this will be Garrow Hill, onwards to Easterhouse, Blair Hill, Coatbridge Sunnyside, Coat Dyke and Airdrie. So we're not too far from the finish line now. This Scottish snowy adventure, I'm going to call it. Airdrie via Singer, very nice. I must admit, it's quite a nice interior. I think the interior in here ain't too bad either. It's definitely about a 6 out of 10. Yeah, not too bad. The modelling is okay. The lag is ridiculous. That's definitely knocked it down a peg or two. I don't even know if this train has a guard in real life, does it? So I keep getting contacted by a guard, but are these trains DOO now, or can anyone answer me that? Anyone who lives on this area, if you could answer me whether these trains are DOO or not. Also, if you could tell me how realistic this is. As someone who's travelled in Glasgow, I have an idea but I've not been on this specific line. There's a lot of lines I still need to do, so I think we're entering this whole section now is the extended section, so this is all new scenery, which is nice to see. You can see the signals clearly from miles away. That's the new signal EP that's done that. Very, very vibrant signals, which is exactly what you need, really, to be honest. Is there any driver safety device? No impression control D, there doesn't appear to be one. Well, there you go, you haven't got any driver safety device, but for some people that would be a godsend, because they're bloody well annoying. They are. They're there to do a purpose, but they are annoying. The other annoying thing is the fact that we only seem to have AI in the sense of a Class 320. I've not seen any other AI. It's just Class 320s. Now, there's plenty of AI in the sense of the scenario. It's just that not a good variety of AI. It's just the same copied and pasted train. Now, whether that's time constraints prior to release that have forced them just to do that, or whether they just... I mean, I'd be inventive and I'd put in an STP or something with a Class 66 on a few wagons or something like that, just as an STP. Doesn't have to be dead realistic, but helps with people believing the scenario a little bit more. There you go. Welcome to Garrow Hill. We haven't got that many stops left, as I said. It's just Easter House, Blair Hill, Coat Bridge, Coat Dyke and Airdrie. So yeah, we're getting there, definitely. Counting down the stops. Higher track speed, which is good. Higher speed limit. Just so that you guys are aware, I'm going to be doing a New Year's special. I've got it in the pipeline. 8:10 to the next stop at Easter House. Okay, you can go away. Just get the train underway. Yes, I've got a New Year's special that's going to be coming out on New Year's Day. Obviously, this video will have come out on December the 25th. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you got all your presents all right. Santa's been very kind to you with loads of train simulator add-ons. That's the main thing. I always ask for a Steam gift voucher for my Christmas, just so that I've got stuff to be able to buy. And there's some stuff that I'm after, definitely. A friend of mine's going to be getting me the all-new Just Trains Trains & World route involving Preston, Blackpool North. So I'm looking forward to that. Bit of retro BR action on the Class 142 Pacer. Now, wrong with that. So I'll be featuring that in the new year as well. That'll be coming up. But yeah, I've got a New Year's special, and that's going to be Train Sim World 4 related, that New Year's special. So do keep an eye out for that. Got something very special coming for that. And here we go, entering the station. And we're straight past the marker. Can't complain with the performance of the train, it's doing very well. There's less lag here now than there was before. World's Auction. Oh, there seems to be an auction house there. There you go. Got something a bit interesting around here. You've got your free car marker there that we completely missed out on. There's your pantograph. Yeah, I can't complain too much with the modelling of the train. I think it's I think it looks like a Class 320. I mean, you can't complain with that. Everything's a bit low texture, but like you said. Here we go, let's get on our way. Lovely. Next stop on the service is Blair Hill. As we accelerate. Snowy Scottish day. Yeah, so in terms of scenery, in terms of you know, in terms of the route as such, I'm going to give this a solid 7 out of 10. I think it's very well done. I think it's got a lot of definite potential. You know, I'd love to create my own scenarios on this, especially now I've got some stuff I can run on it. But yeah, definitely got potential, especially now that I've got the track EP. I've also got the Sky and Weather EP doing its thing, making the route look a little bit better. You know, that adds an extra dimension to the simulation for sure. And to be honest, for a default bit of DLC, this train is brilliant. You know, I can't fault it really in terms of what you expect with a DLC like this. It's nothing overly special, but at the same time, it does the job very, very well. So yeah, I'm going to do a full roundup and a review once we get to our final destination of Airdrie. Just round up what we're doing. Yeah, we definitely got something special coming in the new year, that's for sure. Special Trains and Well content, followed by obviously got a special sort of tutorial based video on Train Sim Classic, that's this one, and then we'll be returning to Train Sim Well 4 for more tutorial content later in the year, how to create scenarios and stuff like that in Train Sim World 4. But there's a lot I still need to learn about Train Sim World 4, so I'm not too keen on just jumping in. I need to still need to learn a lot myself. You know, we're always learning. Definitely always learning, especially in this game. But I can tell this is not a Dovetail Games release. It's actually too good. It sounds weird that I'm saying that, I know, but yeah. It's the marker again. I think we should be coming into these stations a bit slower, but at least all the coaches are on the platform. Yeah, look at that. It's like a Christmas card scene, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. I must admit, I can't fault the way the route looks. It's really good. You know, really, really good. You even got a driver reminders appliance. I love that. Yeah, they've definitely gone to town. You've got a few different cab views in here. You've got your max speed 90 miles an hour. And yeah, it's exactly what you need, really. Some nice sounds and I've always preferred, weirdly, I know this sounds very weird and everyone's going to look at me like I'm some poor alien, but the way that the rain collects on the windscreen in Train Sim Classic is far better than in Train Sim World 4. I don't know what it is in Train Sim World 4, but I just don't like the rain on the train. That rhymes. The rain on the train, but I don't like the rain on the train textures on the windscreen and stuff like that. For some reason I prefer it in this game. Although it does look a bit weird. The way it looks like it's kind of frozen around the edge. Which is quite nice actually, to be honest, so especially in this weather. There you go, so we're just coming around to Coatbridge Sunnyside. There's no way I can miss the marker on this station because we're only approaching it about 15 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour, so I love the way the route looks in Christmas though. It's very postcard-esque, very, very nice indeed. And here we go, this is Coatbridge Sunnyside. That track that just came in there on the left hand side, that did look disused. We'll have a quick look at that in just a sec once we've arrived at the station. There we go, we're down to a good speed. And here we go. Hot and spicy! We love a bit of hot and spicy, don't we? Yeah, that looks a bit disused, doesn't it? That. Oh, it definitely is disused. There's no way you're going around there. I wonder where that track used to go. Still connected, but very much disused. The old wooden sleepers and stuff like that. As opposed to the more 3D rails that you're getting around here. Yeah, let's have a look on the route map. Where does that used to go? Coat Dyke. Rightio. Oh, it's just a little branch up there. Obviously doesn't go anywhere anymore. That's Coatbridge, as in the Freightliner terminal. I wonder if you can see that from here. Where's the Coatbridge line? This is Coatbridge Sunnyside. Where's the Coatbridge line? Is it round here? Yeah, it must be round here somewhere. There you go, there's Coatbridge, Freightliner terminal. Very similar to how it is in West Coast Mainline North, which is the original route that featured Coatbridge Freightliner terminal. It's not anything impressive, and it's certainly not done to the best of its ability. But hey ho, you're not going to really see it from the route. So, oh, we've got a fellow train here, so let's get on the way. mph speed limit here, so next stop on this service is Coat Dyke. Just take that down. Yeah, I like this area a lot more. It looks like it's been a lot more built up, that's for sure, especially with the Freightliner terminal around the corner. You've probably got a lot of new job opportunities with that built. And up we go to 60, so we got, that's our maximum line speed by the looks of it on this route, is pretty much 60, so you're not going to get much above that. See if we can make it up to 60 before our next stop at Coat Dyke. So as I said before, keep an eye out for my my special, my New Year special, which is coming out very, very soon on New Year's Day, and that'll be coming out at 6 o'clock in the evening on New Year's Day, so that'll be a nice special one for you to watch on that day. Trains and Well 4 content coming at you thick and fast. So here we go, Coat Dyke, next stop. And then after that we're up at Airdrie, so we can do our little route review, or you know, our views on what the route's about. Obviously we haven't featured the full route, so there's a lot more to review, and we'll do that obviously at some other point. Yeah, there isn't a free car market here, so we'll just stop here, that's fine. We are a little bit late, unfortunately, so we're going to get a penalty now rather than praise. And there we go, that's us finished at Airdrie. Obviously the line does continue. We don't know what this is all about, why it's why it's been extended, but there's no scenery, but I guess we'll find that out at some later point. And off we go. Next and final stop is Airdrie. And up we go to 60 as we approach our final destination. I would assume in real life this signal's probably approach control to ensure you get down to the right speed, but not in this route. As we head up the hill to our final station stop, which is Airdrie. Don't understand why they have a 25 and then a 15. You'd think the entire crossover would just be 15 to make it simple. Oh, the lag's back. The lag's back again. Oh, but at least here you can read the adverts. Why the hell there's a French advert in Airdrie? Who knows? Further. Stop about here. So there you go, that's us at Airdrie. So before we open the doors and let the scenario finish itself, what did we think of the route? Well, I think it's definitely got a lot of potential. We've got a nice little carry siding here at Airdrie, and fun little drive down to Airdrie itself as well, which is very nice indeed on this very wintry, Christmassy type day. There you go. That's a nice view up. So yeah, what do I really think of the route as a whole? I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. So what lets it down is obviously the fact that for some reason you've got scenery up to a certain point and then it's been extended, but they're not releasing that. So that the whole fact that we know that's there but we don't know why is a bit of a, you know, maybe something's going on there money wise, and I don't like to assume, but you know, anything can be happening there. I'm not really a great big fan of having to pay for extension after extension after extension. So seeing that has obviously knocked it down for me. The other big issue that I had was obviously on departure there from, was it Belgrove or one of those stations, we had that big lag spike for 30, well, I'd say 30 seconds, more like 15 seconds, but I thought the game was going to crash at one point, and it's very rare to crash on a career scenario, because career scenarios are games built for the game. You know, our routes built for the game, they're built by usually first and second party developers, so it's very rare to have that happen. So yeah, might have to look into that for sure. But in terms of the route itself, scenery's good. I like the runs, a nice bit of AI. Unfortunately, only to have 5 scenarios on a busy route like this is a bit lackluster. I'd expect a few more. They seem to be on the Facebook page, on the Steam page. They seem to be urging people to go to the Steam Workshop for more scenarios. Are they releasing more scenarios on Steam Workshop, or are they assuming that people are going to make scenarios for this route? That's the question. You know, overall, the rolling stock itself is very nice. I very much enjoyed the Class 320, and very much enjoyed the Christmassy scene, for sure. With the track EP, with the weather EP, It does add a new aspect to the game. It feels very Christmassy indeed, and it just makes the route look a lot nicer for sure. So my end recommendation is, do I recommend this route? Yes. I'm probably one of the only people that does, but yeah, I do recommend this route indeed. The original route itself is very good. We'll have a look at that in a separate video. The extensions, obviously giving yourself extra content to be able to work from, so now you can operate all the way from here in Airdrie up to Milngavie and stations towards Helensburgh. It gives a new aspect to the game for sure, and I feel that that's valuable in the aspect and in the climate that we're in at the moment for sure. So, as I always say, and with the disclaimer at the end, never ever buy train sim content for the full price. Always wait until a sale. There's always a sale around the corner. We've had a number of sales on at the moment. This item might be on sale now, or it might be on sale in the new year. Add it to your Steam wish list, and they will tell you as soon as it's on sale. As I say, never pay full price for these items, especially when they're default and stuff like this. So yeah, well worth it, but as always, wait for a Steam sale. So, without further ado, I hope everyone's had a very Merry Christmas. I've had my Christmas hat on today, so I'm feeling very festive indeed. And I hope you guys will have a wonderful Boxing Day, whatever you're doing for Boxing Day. And as we head into New Year's, do remember I've got a video coming out on the channel for New Year's Day, so keep an eye out for that. Tap that bell icon if you want to be informed of my all upcoming content, and press subscribe for more content here on LM Simulation. As always, I wish you a very lovely rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Very Merry Christmas, ho ho ho, all the best, do take care, and ta-ra.